Hi dear students, today our topic is reported speech. Let's go to this topic. What's reported speech? A reported speech is a talk by someone who wants to convey the message of someone to others. For example, if you are talking each other in a group, sometime one of the friends of you will inform this message to others, to a third party. Or if you are talking each other, for example, if two friends are talking each other and one of them wants to convey this message, wants to convey this talking to the third one, the third person, he will tell something to the third person. It will be about your talking that you had made earlier. So this type of talk, this type of speech is conveyed to another one, to a third party, to a third person, is known as reported speech. While you are talking each other, you are directly speaking each other. The person who involved in this conversation may inform this method of this conversation or the topic of the conversation to the third one, to a third person. That is a reported speech. So you will get more idea from the next slides. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We use reported speech when we are saying what other people say, think or believe. For example, what Helen said here, I am tired. You see this sentence, I am tired. This is a statement. A statement made by Helen. So Helen said what? Helen said, I am tired. So Helen said to, for example, the other person is not revealed here. However, I may tell, for example, Helen and Raju. Helen and Raju are talking each other here. So Helen told to Raju that I am tired. But he told, I am tired. So Raju wants to tell this matter to the third person. So what Raju will say? Raju will say like this. Helen said that she was tired. Now you got the idea? So here this conversation is going on between Helen and Raju. But Raju says the same matter to another person, to the third person. At this point of time, what he will tell, what the Raju will tell about this conversation, he will tell like this. Helen said that she was tired. So this is the way we are reporting a matter to the third person. This is known as the reporter, direct and indirect speech. Here, this one is direct speech. I am tired because the inverted comma is here, double inverted comma is here. So this is a direct speech. And Raju here says this direct speech into the third party or the third person. So it is a reported speech. This one is direct and this one is indirect. Okay. Most of the time, this type of sentences are being used in newspapers. Why? Because they are reporting a person's dialogue, a person's talking into the readers. So, for example, the chief minister's words or the prime minister's words, what they have told to the media persons will be informed to the readers by this reported speech. You got the idea? So, most of the time what we are seeing in newspapers are the reported speech. So, these are the ways that we have to go through about this reported speech. Okay, let's go to the... So, I think you might have got some ideas about the reported speech. And anyway, let's go to the next slide. And you will have more examples. The reported speech. We usually use a reporting verb like say or tell. Say or tell. Okay. For example, he said. Say past is said. Tell past is told. Okay. For example, he said that he wanted to marry me. That is not compulsory. That's why I put it in bracket. Okay. He said that he wanted to marry me. Who told? Here the person is not revealed. We don't know who said this, but the noun is the pronoun is here. He said. He said that he wanted to marry me. Then this is an example. This also we can say in this way. He said to me that he wanted to marry me. So look at here. He said he wanted to marry me. Also clear? He said to me that he wanted to marry me. Here, with the word said, we can use that or to. Said to me, or said that, or said that he wanted. Okay. So in these three ways we can report this conversation. He said he wanted to marry me. He said that he wanted to marry me. He said to me that he wanted to marry me. He said to me he wanted to marry me. Then in four ways we can say the same examples. Okay. But in this case, told. Be very careful about the word told. Why? Because he told me that he loved me. He told me that he loved me. Here there is not to. He told to me. It is not correct. We will not use the to in between told and me or any other pronoun. He told to me is not correct. So you can say he told me that he loved me. Okay, in these two cases, said, it can be used to or without to, with that or without that. Anything can be used. But in tell, to the tell we will not use to. That is the first thing that you have to remember. We'll study about this reporting. Here reporting verbs, say and tell. Two words are here, say and tell. With tell we need to use the direct object me, you, us. What is that? John told me that he was going to be late. John told me. I already told you that with the told we will not use to. John told to me is not correct. John told me. That is not necessary here. It is not compulsory here. However, we can, if you want, you can use or you can just reject it. John told me that he was going to be late. So here next, with say we can or can't use the direct object. What is that? For example, John said that he would be late. Said that he would be late. We can use or we cannot use direct object. Here you see, John told me that he was going to be late. With the tell we need to use the direct object me, you and us. Here told me, told you, told us. Okay, this is the direct object. But here you see, John said to me is not there. See, so it is, if you want you can use or you cannot reject. So this is the way we are using say. But in tell, the word tell, with the tell we have to use me or you or to use direct object. Okay, this is the another example. Or here you see to is the to me. If you say said, then to you can use. If you use to, then you have to use what? This direct object. John said to me. John said to is alone will not be good. So John said to. If you say said to, then you will have to use direct object. John said to me that he would be late. The same example. I have given here same example. John said that he would be late. John said to me that he would be late. This is the difference, just to note that difference, and let's go to the next one. Example of other reporting verbs. What's it? He decided. So in every case we are not using he told, he said. This is not the case that we are using while using a reporting verb or indirect, direct and indirect usages. He decided, he affirmed, he exclaimed, he explained, he confessed. These are the some other words that we are using in making of reported speech. He decided. What is the meaning of this? He decided. For example, someone told you that he wanted to do his PG in he wanted to do his PG abroad, for example. So he decided. We can say that he decided. That time you will not say that he told me. So that is not good there. He told me, because it is his decision. So let's say he decided. Okay. For example, another person he told you that he decided, or it is sure that he will do his degree abroad. It is sure. He confirmed that. That time we can say he affirmed. Okay. Sometimes some people will tell you that he amazed hearing that news. He amazed hearing that news. This time we cannot report this one as he told me he amazed. You see, he told me he amazed. It is not good. Why? Because it is an exclamation. So this time we can use exclamation. So how we are using this? It is based on the response of the person who is talking about the matter. How he is responding. Sometimes if he is affirmed, let's say that he affirmed. Sometimes he will be exclaimed. So that time we can say he is exclaimed. Sometimes some people will explain you something. Explain. That time too you cannot say that he told me or he said me. Sometimes the teacher will explain to you something. So at that time you have to say what? The teacher explained me. So in every case we are not using say or tell. Okay, according to the situation, according to the context, we are just changing these words. It will be decided sometime, affirmed, exclaimed, explained, or confessed. So this way we are just changing this reporting verb. Okay. He asked. Sometime it will change as he asked, he questioned, he wondered, he inquired. Okay. So these are some examples. I put that example to make you understand. Rules to change sentences from the direct to indirect speech. There are some rules. We have to keep the rules while we are changing this direct speech to reported speech. What are the rules? Let's look at it. It's very simple. Just keep in your mind. Then it will be very easy for you to follow. Okay. In direct speech, if it is I, that will change he or she. In reported speech, you will change to I, he, she, you, they. He or she or it will change as he, she, it. The same way it will be used. We will change as they will change as they. Here example, I want to go home. I want to go home. For example, you are talking with your friend. That time your friend told you that he wanted to go home. This conversation, this dialogue, you want to tell somebody else. Okay? That time how can you say he or she said? You see, this I we changed here as he. He or she said he wanted to go home or she wanted to go home. That also can be used here, but I did not use that one. She said that. Okay. Another one. This one is personal pronouns. What is this? Personal pronoun. Personal pronouns are here I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Then you need to study. You need to study. She told me I needed to study. Change. What change happened here? One thing you have to keep in your mind that this want change as wanted. Here it is present, here it is past. Okay? The same way, you need to study. She told me I needed to study. This you have, this you now has changed as I. Okay? You just changed as I and told me needed. Need changed as needed. Okay? So in every time while you are using this reported speech, you must use the past tense of the verb. We want some fruit. We want some fruit. He said they wanted some fruit. We changed as they. He said they wanted some fruit. Okay, next. Changes of pronouns. How this will be changed in pronouns. In reported speech, we usually need to change the pronouns. This pronoun means I, you, me, this, etc. What is pronoun, you know? For example, a noun will be there. For example, if I am telling you a story, Raju or Radha. Okay? So, Radha is a good girl. Radha is always going to school very early. For example, I am telling you, listen to this voice. What is pronoun? I am talking about you what pronoun is. A pronoun is this one. We are not using the same words so many times in a story. For example, as I told you earlier, Radha is a good girl. Radha is going to school every day. Radha is studying very well. If it is a story, we will not use the same Radha again and again in the story. Why? In that place, we are using another name. What is that? She. For example, Radha is a good girl. She is going to school very early, like that. So, in the place of a noun, we are using another word, that is pronoun. Okay? If it is a name of boy, that will change as he. If it is a group of people, that will change as they. Like that, it will change. So, change the pronoun, that is pronoun. Pronoun is like this: I, you, me, this, etc. And possessive adjectives: my, your, etc. All the possessive adjectives. So changes of pronouns. What's happening here? We usually change the pronouns from first person. Here you have to learn what first person or second person and also what third person. Okay? This first person will change as third person. Second person will also change as third person. First person are like this: I, me. First person. Because if you are in a group, you are the first person as per your view. You are the first person. So that is how we decide the first person. Second person, you or you are. Second person. Third person, we, us. These are the forms of first person, second person, and third person. What is next? However, we do not need to change the first person pronoun I when the speaker is reporting his or own words. We are not using this. We are not changing the first person pronoun I. First person is I here. That will not change. Okay, that will not change. Or that will not change as he or his or her, like that. It will always exist as I in everything. Okay. So, changes of pronouns. In direct speech, I. Sometimes it may change as he and she, you, I, she, he, we, they, me, him, or her, you, him, her, us, them. My will change as his or her. Okay, your, my, his, her, our, their. Our, their, mine, his, hers, yours. Mine, his, hers, ours, theirs. Ours, theirs. So in direct speech, if you see these words in direct speech, that you will have to change as these words given in the next box. Okay, this change will occur there, this change will happen there while we are changing a direct speech into indirect speech or a reported speech. Indirect speech already known as reported speech. Verb tense changes. How now the verbs are changing? Already we learned the changing of the nouns. Okay. Now we are talking about the changes in verbs. Changes in verbs. Reporting words, say, tell. Present or future, don't change the tense. If it is present of the future, need not to change. Past, change the tense. One tense back. Here you will get more idea about it. When we are reporting things in the present, future or present perfect, we don't change the tense. He thinks, he loves her. I will tell her you are coming. He has said he will do it. Here you see, he thinks he loves her. Two present tenses are here. Thinks in simple present, loves also in simple present. So need not to change here. He thinks he loved her. No need to change. Okay. I will tell her you are coming. Will tell. It is future. You came. No need to use like that. You are coming. He has said he will do it. Okay. So when we are reporting things in the present, we are reporting things in the future or things in the present perfect. Here, this is present. This is future, and this is present perfect. Same way we can use. Okay, no need to change. When we are reporting things that are always true, laws of nature, we don't change the tense, even when the reporting verb is in the past tense. For example, if we are talking about the laws of nature, what is it? He said that the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. He said that the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is a law of nature. We cannot change this one. This is the past tense. Which one said? However, we are not changing it as past. It is simple present, boils. Because it is a law of nature. In nature, this happens every time. No change in nature. So, in the case of this laws of nature, we are not changing anything. He said that the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. I told her you are always late. This is habitual action. Always late. You are always late. I told her you are always late. So in this case, we are not changing the rule that we have learned already. In other cases, if the verb in the main sentence is in the past tense, the other verbs are usually in one of the past tense too. If it is in the past tense, the second one we will also use in past tense. You see the next one here. This one, direct speech. If it is present simple, that will change as past simple. Present continuous will change into past continuous. Present perfect will change into past perfect. Past simple will change into past simple perfect. Future will change into would, bear, infinitive. Can, could, shall, should, must, had to. Here is a change, little bit change is there. Be careful about it. Must will change as had to. Okay. So simple present. Simple present will change it to past simple. Present progressive. Progressive means continuous. Present continuous, past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, present perfect progressive, past perfect progressive. This is present tense case. Okay. If the direct speech is in this tense, it will change as in indirect speech. It will change as this way. Okay, the right table. What about this past tense? Then if it is past tense, it will change like this. Past simple, past perfect, past progressive, past perfect, progressive, past perfect, past perfect. Here not change. Past perfect will also change as past perfect. Okay. So what you have to understand is that while we are changing from direct to indirect, only some tenses will change. Some tenses do not change. It will exist as it is. So no need to change something. For example, is this past perfect will always be existing as past perfect. What about then future? Future symbol will change as future in the past. Future perfect, future in the past perfect. You will get the more example here. Here you look at this table very carefully, because sometimes you may confuse with this table, but it is very easy to understand, and be very careful. You see, first you look at this heading words. What is that? Symbol. Title words are symbol, progressive, perfect, perfect, progressive. Tense we have divided into three. What are they? Past, present, future. And again we are just classifying that three tenses into four. Which are they? For example, if you are taking the cases of present, it will change as it will be classified as simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. These four things have been given here. For example, simple present, simple past, simple future in the past. And the same way, present continuous, present perfect, simple present continuous, present perfect continuous, like that. Okay. So then what are the changes are going to happen here? You look at it. See here, what is the form of simple present? Simple present form, we are using yes with the verb. If the subject is singular, we are using yes with the verb. If the subject is plural, we are not using yes. This is the method. Here you see write. They write. You write. He writes. He writes. That is why I put the yes here. Verb plus yes. If the singular is there, then we will have to use yes with the verb. So this is the way we are making simple present. Then what about the present continuous? The form of present continuous is am, are plus verb plus ing. For example, I am writing, he is writing, they are writing. You see? So this is the way I have constructed this table here. Have has verb 3, have written, has written, like that. Okay, and perfect continuous also has been or have been plus verb 3. Okay, perfect. So then look at this arrow. Simple present. That means this simple present will change into simple past. You got the idea? This simple present will change into, this arrow is just coming to this box. Okay, that means it will start from here, it will end here. That means simple present will change into simple past. And what about the simple past? This is simple past. Okay, this box is simple past because past is here, simple is here. So this is simple past. This simple past will change into past perfect. Past perfect. This is past and this is perfect. So this arrow is coming to this perfect box. So simple present will change into simple past. Simple past will change into simple perfect. Sorry, past perfect. Now you got the idea. This way I have just made this table, so it will be very easy to capture for you. However, you will have to go through this one very carefully. Then it will be very easy for you. See, then this symbol, this present perfect will change as past perfect. See, it is very easy. So the arrow is just coming. It is just starting from here and it is ending here. So it is very easy to understand. A little bit care you have to pay here. Okay, then the past continuous will go into past perfect continuous. That means was writing, had been written. Was writing will change into wrote will change into had written, and was writing will change into had been written. This is the way I have made this. So it will be very easy to capture, very easy to grasp, very easy to understand. So next, the same way I have constructed all these tables. So if you go to this one, it will be you can understand this one because there is no confusion here. It will just straight directly come from this table to this one. It is not going from here to here. Only from up to down. Okay, so future shall, will, shall, write, should, should is here, sorry, not short, should write, should be writing, then shall have, should have, shall be shall have been, have been, or has been, or have been, like it should have been. Okay, this way we are constructing, we are just transforming, we are just changing the verbs direct to into indirect. Then here simple past, so simple present will change into simple past. I phone my friends every day. She told him that she phoned her friends every day. If you want, you can use this that. That is not necessary. However, if you want, you can use. Okay. Present progressive, present continuous. I am writing. I am waiting for Kate. He said that he was waiting. Am simple present form. Present continuous form. That will change here. Past continuous form. Is, am, are, was, were. This is the change. Past simple. I made. He made, past perfect, simple past, past perfect. He has made. Okay, he has made. Has is just omitted here. However, I don't know. It's a mistake from my part, I think. But you just understand. Past perfect form is has or have. Okay. He said that he has made it yesterday. Future simple. I will study. In future, in the past, that he would study. This one is not really future. It is in past, but for the future matter also we are using would. That is why it is known as future in the past. Okay, future in the, it's a contradictory element. However, it is said like that. He would study better. I will study will change into he would study. Present perfect, have been. Present perfect, have been is here. Past perfect, had been. Okay, continuous is there, that's why had been. Or this way it is making. Next, reported changes, modal verbs. Can will change could. This could sometime will change had been able to. For example, I can go there, I could go there, I had been able to go there. Okay, this way will change. Can, could, had been able to. B2 will change as was or were to. B2 will change as was or were to. To is must here. Was or were not will not be enough, but to should add with these words, then only we will get the right meaning. May will change as might. Here is, you see, this one is different one. Have to and must. This both have to and must. This both words can make this one had to. You see, have to will go to had to, must also will go to had to. So if anybody is using must in reported speech, that will make us had to. Okay, not could, would, might and should will not change. There is no change. Then another changes. If the time word, if the changes of time words, this is about time, days, everything. Okay, so what change will occur, what change will happen in time? This will change as that. These, those, now, then, today, that day, yesterday, the day before. Okay, so this is in direct speech we are using these, now, today, yesterday. But in indirect speech, reported speech, we are using this as that, those, then, that day, the day before. The other day also can be used. The tomorrow will change as the next day, ago, before. Next year will change as the following year, last week, the previous week, here, there. The day after tomorrow, 2 days later, in 2 days time. So these are the changes normally happening in time words. Okay. So this also you should keep in your mind. There are some practices. Change into reported speech. We may buy a car next year, said my grandpa. This one you can do yourself in a notebook, but I will give you some other questions in your Google Forms. You must submit me that one directly, but this one you can it is for your practice. You can do it in a notebook and practice it for yourself. Okay, so there are 7 sentences given here. General questions. He asks, present simple, Pete, will you go to the disco? He asks, Pete, will you go to the disco? He asks Pete, this will, you see this will, if or whether we are using this one. Okay, if there is a will, we can use if or whether. He asks Pete, asks Pete if he will go to the disco. Okay, if he will, this is the change happened here. Just look at this one and understand yourself. Okay, next, he asked, where do you go? Where do you go? This one changed as he asked Pete. He asked Pete where he went every day. Do, just made a change here as went. Do go. Do go is present. You see, do go. So if you see any word in reporting, this one, do. In direct speech, if you see any word, do plus verb 1, that will change as simple past. Okay, this is the method. Here, why? Because it asked is past. That's why it became simple past. Here, ask is present. That's why here also we used present. This is simple present form. Goes. Okay, this change will also happen. Then what about the WH questions? WH question, he asks, who is that man? This is WH. In WH questions, how this changes happening? You see, who is that man? WH question. He asks, who is that man? Who is that man? Who that man is? He asked, who is that man? Who that man is? He asked. What is the difference? Who is that man? Who is that man? The difference is this. Here, this simple present. You see, simple present. Also I have given here simple present. Who is that man? No change. Who is that man? The other way we can also use who that man is. Is just bringing the final stage. Okay. This way also we can, in 2 ways we can use this simple present in WH questions only. Be very careful. I am talking about WH questions. Okay. He asked, who is that man? He asked, who was that man? In past, if it is WH question, what change? Is will become as was. Okay. Who that man was. So these are some basics that you have to learn, you have to understand while you are studying this reported speech. Change. Okay. It is for your practice. I said to my friend, this also you can just do in your notebook. And so I have given here, you see here, direct speech and indirect speech. What is this? See, all other tenses follow a similar change in direct speech. Here is an example. All this rules have been given here. So it will be very easy for you to grasp, understand, because you just see this table first and just look at the next table where you can see the difference. Okay. He said, I live in the city center. He said that. You can, if you want, you can use that or just neglect it. He said he lived in the city center. Okay. This one is American English. That's why it is TER. Really, in British English, it is TRE. So just be bothered about it. Nothing to worry about it. Just look at it. He said, I am going out. He said he was going out. So this way, just look at the left table where you can see some sentences, and just the straight way, directly just look at the next table. Here you can see the change. See, so this way you have to learn the difference. Next, direct speech. What is that? The same rule of moving the tenses One step back also applies to modal verbs. For example, I can swim, she could, can changed as could, must, had to. See, must, had to, may, might, shall, should, I will, would. Okay, these are the examples. So it is very easy to change a sentence from direct to indirect. Just keep these rules in your mind, then you need not be bothered about any other rules. Only these rules can, if you can just affirm these rules in your mind, then it will be easy for you to change. And let's wind up the class. As in every class I am telling you, if you have any doubt, please ask me personally, no problem. And or you can just contact me in my WhatsApp or mobile phone. Okay, no problem. Yes, let's wind up. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.